for sharing. Now, we will continue within this series mode itself. We have, we have presentation. Uh, uh, we have presentation by Minaj and Raju. So they will explain how this if that we started when it started, and also they will share their experience with us.
I will voice for Minaj. Sorry. My name is Minaj, and that's my sign name. I'm from Hyderabad. I communicate using English communication, written communication, and sign language. But communication has always been a barrier. First, I'd like to explain something about my family. My entire family is hearing. I'm the only deaf family member. So I would only use very natural signs to communicate with my parents. My brother knows very basic sign language, so he would be my interpreter. So when I was a kid, my family looked for a deaf school nearby. They found a deaf school, but they didn't. The school did not use sign language. They mainly used oral means of communication, and they stressed on using that as a main means of communication. So whatever was explained in school, I could not understand. So amongst the deaf students, we used to discuss, clarify our doubts, and that's how we managed to get through school. So I finished my 10th. For my 11th and 12th, there was no special college for the deaf. So I had to join a college with hearing students, and I was the only deaf person in class. So I could not understand anything that was taught in class. I found it very difficult to communicate. So I used to ask my classmates to explain what was taught in class. And after I finished 12th, my parents insisted that I pursue education, my higher education in a hearing college. But then I convinced them that I need to go to a deaf college so that I can understand what is being taught. I researched and I found a college, and then I managed to convince my parents, and they said it's your responsibility now. Okay, so I joined a deaf college then. So then after joining this college, I realized that everyone used different sign language over there, and not everyone was able to understand what I was saying. That's when I was introduced to ISL, and I understood that okay, certain signs have to be used for certain words, and I gradually learned how to sign in ISL, and that's what helped me gain confidence in communicating. Now I'm currently pursuing my MBA second year. After my training, I hope to get a job, and my vision is that I have a deaf association where there are schools and colleges for deaf people, because I know the barriers and the troubles that all deaf children face. So I hope to have an association where we can educate deaf children, have schools and colleges, so that the entire deaf community can feel proud. And also be able to educate parents so that they are able to communicate with the deaf children, because I know the struggles that you face when you cannot communicate. I have to use very natural basic signs to not have a full detailed communication. So I hope to be able to educate parents as well. Thank you all for listening. Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Raju Kumar, and this is my sign name. I would like to tell you something about myself.
This is my name.
So he's saying that he broke his arm, that is why he has that sign there. Okay, so my entire family is deaf, so I'm a coda basically, a child of deaf adults. I would like to tell you something about my childhood. Since my entire family was deaf, I learned sign language from a very early age. My parents used to sign, and just looking at them sign, I picked up sign language. Since we had no interaction with hearing people within the family, our entire family communicated using sign language. So it was very nice. I felt very included. I did not have any problem communicating with my parents or my family. I didn't know anything about the hearing world because I was always communicating using sign language. When I moved to another place for school, for my education, for college, for BCom, I had questions. I met other deaf people and they told me about the struggles of not having deaf parents. And they asked me questions about how it was to live in a family with all deaf people. And they explained their struggles, the communication barriers that they had to communicate with their families. But I realized that I never had those kind of barriers. I understood the struggles that they had. Yeah, so many times they would try to explain, the parents would not even pay attention to what they had to say. But my parents have always encouraged me, supported me, and I was able to pursue my education as well. I enjoy playing cricket, volleyball, and I've won many awards for that as well. National level awards I have won. My mother has always encouraged me because my mother herself has been a sports person and won many awards. She works. Yeah. So my mother plays various sports, volleyball, chess, and she has won awards. So she always encouraged me from a young age to pursue sports, and because of that, I was able to pursue sports, win many awards. My father, he works. He has his own business. He makes statues of Ganesha, and that's his business. But my father also faces the same challenge for his business. He needs to communicate with hearing customers, so that has always been a barrier, or that has been a challenge for him. So if a hearing person, a customer asks how much, he has to say using natural signs that he's deaf. Then they ask my mother. And my mother also says I'm deaf. Then they ask my sister. Then they say, sister says she's deaf. Then they ask me, I say I'm deaf. So that has always been an issue. And many people are very shocked to see how four of us in a family are deaf and how have we been able to manage. How do you all earn money? How do you all support yourselves? And many people are very impressed to see, despite using sign language. Yeah. So he uses various kinds of solutions like he prints or he types or writes it somewhere and he shows them like using placards or flashcards as the price of each. So he has used different kinds of solutions to be able to continue his business. He never gave up. Now about my sister. My sister has always studied in a school for hearing person. She was the only deaf person. Okay, since she was the only deaf person there and she was struggling, my parents decided to send me there as well. So I moved there, and somehow, with the help of my sister, we both were able to support each other. I was able to complete my BCom, and my sister, my sister has moved to the UK now with her husband, who is also deaf. My hope is Okay. My hope is to buy a bike for myself and to be able to travel all around. That is my goal and something I look forward to. Yeah. London. London, yeah. Okay. London. Okay, so he's saying that he's open to any questions that you would ask because he has lived in a family with completely deaf people. So he doesn't know about your experiences and how it is to live on the other side. So if you all have any questions or you're curious to know, please feel free to ask him questions.
We are very proud of this. And
Could you raise your hand, please? So you know that.
I am amazed at the strength that you and your family have shown to move forward in your life. There are people who have all the faculties and yet they are not able to move forward in their life. Great. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
After you have completed your graduation, so how do you study movies which have been given
Anand, just a little bit and remove where person can live freedom.
So after you have completed your graduation, so what was the study while you were doing the graduation program?
Oh, sorry. Okay, his college was also deaf. So he wants to. So he says usually what happens is for deaf people, when they're in a college of hearing people, the teacher usually writes and they copy the same onto their notebook without understanding anything. So what they have to do is go back and discuss and talk to the other deaf people. Every sentence that is written, they have to guess what it means and know the explanation, and that's how they learn. Thank you all.
So Kasturi has some question.
Thank you.
What is your feeling about hearing? What is the minimum support?
So he says generally what happens is since he's always communicated using sign language, when he meets a hearing person, when he was younger, he would automatically sign and he could not understand why they didn't understand what he was saying. Because his entire family understood what he was saying. So he kept signing to everyone he met. And then as he grew up, he realized, okay, hearing people use a different language. So he would try to teach them a little bit of sign language when he communicated.
And why is he going for the hearing?
You can ask so he can know who's asking. So when he was younger, his school gave him a hearing aid. So for 1 year he tried using it, but he did not find any benefit. He found it more comfortable to sign and communicate. He says because that didn't help him to hear or to speak. So after a year, he stopped using it. Yeah. So he says maybe he would have chosen that as an option if his parents were hearing and if there were hearing people around. But since he never found communication as a problem and he always communicated freely with his parents, he never felt the necessity to continue using it.
Ma'am just gave him a message in your language saying that the technology has advanced to such an extent. Whatever discomfort he had in those initial years are all because she is my daughter who is very, very late, so I have a lot of experiences with different kinds of ways. So kindly tell him to just give it a try once more. No, no, no. Depends upon his loss. His audio will can decide.
We know it's the International Day for Sign Language. I would just like to give you some history behind the meaning of or how this actually started. International Week for Deaf People or Sign Language, it started by the World Deaf Federation. It was started by them in the year 1953 in Italy. A group of deaf people got together and decided how can we have something special for the future of the deaf community. They decided to have this day dedicated for the deaf community, and they made this as an international day for sign language. And every year the awareness of this is growing. More people are knowing because of this day about the deaf community and about sign language. International Week for Deaf. What is the importance of this? It is mainly to encourage the deaf community as well as create awareness about the deaf community and sign language so that more people learn sign, more people are able to pick up on sign, know about deaf culture. Because the deaf usually face challenges in school, in college, when they are in their workplace as well. So through this medium, we hope that more people would know about the deaf and would accept sign language and be able to include them in their communities as well. So all of you all have made an attempt to learn sign language. Maybe you all have found it difficult, but most deaf people are very more than happy to help you learn sign language and teach you sign language. So if you are interested, please reach out to deaf people to learn sign language. Okay, so how did this international week start? We'll invite Raju to continue. International Week for the Deaf or International Day for Sign Language. Is it enough just to celebrate this once a year? Are you all not interested to know more about the deaf? Okay, I'm going to tell you a few facts about this. IDSL. What does it mean? International Day or Week for them. In short, IDSL. International Day for Sign Language. What is so special about this? The most importance is to create awareness about sign language to all people. Okay. On 19th, that was a few days ago, schools. Okay, on the 19th, it was mainly for schools to create awareness about sign language. But that has not been possible. On 19th. So on 19th, basically the day is famous. Okay, so he says that 19th, okay, Minaj is saying that on the 19th, it's basically to create awareness about the education for deaf people and how they use it, how sign language can be used to educate deaf people. Okay. So it is, since it's an international week for sign language, every day has a special importance. So we hope that if there is enough awareness about sign language, it will really help in the growth and development of the deaf community. If more people learn sign language, what Raju says is it will definitely help in the development, global development and improvement of the society. So he wishes good health to everyone. Okay. Sorry, 21st is the day for the health of the deaf people. Okay, sorry, my bad. 21st is the day for 22nd is to create awareness about the barriers and the difficulties that deaf faces, that the deaf people face. That's on 22nd. Okay. 23rd. N no no U N I T E United. Okay, so 23rd is okay where the deaf and the hearing come together and unitedly sign and celebrate sign language. So we are all one global community and unitedly celebrate sign language. 24th. So it's within the deaf communities, intersectional deaf communities on the 24th. Okay. 25th and the last day, it's to celebrate that deaf people can be leaders too, or to celebrate deaf leadership. In deaf, we all know who is a deaf leader in India, or like something like a CEO or founder. CEO. In India? Okay. DEF. So, Deaf Enable Foundation. Yeah. So there is an association called DEF, Deaf Enable Foundation. which is completely run by deaf people, and the CEO of that organization is also deaf. And there are many deaf people who run businesses also on their own, who have established firms and run their own businesses also. What is the point of having this celebration to celebrate International Day for Sign Language? Because it's celebrated all over the world. Every country has a different sign language. But sign language is universal. When you support sign language, it's like you're supporting the deaf community. When you support all sign language, deaf persons, sign language, hearing people. Okay. So he says the deaf community is still fighting for rights for the deaf community, the human rights for deaf community. So sign language is one of the rights of the deaf people. So by learning sign language, you are helping gain the rights, gain their rights as well. Just to add to what Raju said, okay, in the year 2017, it was decided to have the entire week to celebrate sign language. Okay, he would like to ask you all a question. What do you think is the deaf population, like the entire world? How many deaf people do we have in the world?
Around 70%.
Could you give a number? Just a rough guess.
Or 20%.
So he's asking the deaf. Okay, it's 1 million. No. Okay. Well, the World Deaf Federation gives an estimate of 70 million. So, 70 million in India, 7 crores. 70 million or 7 crores.
Today the world population is about 8 billion. So about 7% of.
Okay. So he would also like to give you some facts about the World Deaf Federation. The name of the person is Joe, Oesoph, Joseph. Joseph Murray. Okay, and that is his sign name. So he's the head of the World Deaf Federation. Okay. Also, some facts about Joe Murray or Joseph Murray. In the year 1995, he was very young. Okay, he joined the board for the World Deaf Federation, and he went and met several deaf people and tried to understand what challenges they are facing, and then presented whatever he had found to the board. So they were very impressed with how he had done a thorough research. And over the years, he has worked very hard for the deaf community. So as time went by, he became the head of the World Deaf Federation. So he visited 80 different countries to meet deaf from various countries to understand the challenges that the deaf face in different parts of the world. And based on those challenges, he tried to see how he could help the deaf communities in various parts of the world. So that's all I have to say. Do you all have any questions?
I think they have a lot to say. You guys have to have patience to listen to them.
Thank you.
So now it's time to take off the serious face and it's time to laugh. So now we have some group of actors and actors here for some drama performance.
Give us few minutes for them to tie up the tails and all. We have honey tails. Okay, once upon a time, that baby mouse was born with 7 tails. 7 tails actually. So the mother and the father were very happy. They cherished him. They said, "You look beautiful only. Don't feel sad or anything. You look beautiful. Different is good, but beautiful." That's what they said. And he was very skilled actually. They taught him how to jump over and how to eat rice from the shop. And the shopkeeper is actually chewing him. He's not able to chew him away. And that guy is not scared at all. And he's jumping over, going over, learning all those things. And father and mother is very happy about his skill sets. And this child wanted to go to school. Every day he asked his mom, "Amma, I want to go to school. Amma, I want to go to school." The mother says, once you become 5 years old, I'll send you to school. Then next week, he became 5 years old. And it was his birthday. He finished. And during his birthday, he had cake and everything. And mother granted him 7 wishes. 7 wishes. You will have 7 wishes because she's a magician. She gave her 7 wishes. Use it wisely, she said. Don't waste it. Then he went to the school. Then the tail, the teacher also has a tail, and he was accepting the 7-tailed mouse. Don't worry, don't feel bad and all. I will take care of him. All those things. He had one more student also who had only 1 tail. And he said, "You should walk together. I will teach you all the things, how to take rice from the... Okay, how to jump over, first of all. Jump over the obstacles. And then go and catch the rice, how to steal rice, and all those things." So the 7-tailed mouse was able to jump nicely. He was not scared. The other mouse who had only 1 tail, he was trying to jump, but his focus is not there. He was very playful. He was not able to focus, and he was not able to jump over. The teacher is again saying, "Focus, focus, learn from that girl." Then again the 7-tailed mouse showed how to jump over. Then the 1-tailed mouse came and he was trying again, but he was very playful and he couldn't do it. He missed it. Now that 1-tailed mouse was very angry. Why this 7-tailed mouse is able to do and I am not able to? Let me tease him. And he started teasing him. "Silly mouse with 7 tails, funny mouse with 7 tails, what a funny mouse you are." Then this guy was very sad. He went back to his mom. "Right, Amma, I don't want 7 tails. Take 1 tail of mine. Please, Amma, please." The father is saying, "Hey, be strong, man. Don't do that." But the mother was very soft, as you guys know. And she took 1 tail out. Landed the dish. 1 tail is gone. Now again she said, "Go to school. Learn something." Then he was a little sad and he came. This time, the teacher was teaching how to escape from the cats. Okay, the first time, the first time the 1-tailed mouse came, how to escape from the cats. But the cats caught him. Oh my God! Somebody has to help him. Somebody has to help him. He's not able to escape. Oh my God! The teacher came for the rescue and he escaped now. Now this time the teacher wanted to teach how the 6-tailed mouse now, how it escapes. Now he is coming. He's very smart. He's very skilled. Now cats caught him. He's looking at everyone and he got escaped. Very smart mouse. Very smart mouse. But again the teacher scolded the 1-tailed mouse, and he was really annoyed now. Now he is very angry. Now he started teasing. "6 silly mouse, 6-tailed, funny mouse, 6-tailed, what a funny mouse you are." Then the mouse was very sad. He went back to his mom and he started crying, "Oh, I don't want 6 tails. I want only 5 tails. Please take away 1 tail. Please take away 1 tail." The father is saying, "No, I will beat you. Go." No, but the mother was as usual soft. He took the 1 tail. Now it has 5 tails now. Then again the mouse is going. Then he's going. The teacher is teaching how to take the rice and then
get caught by the shopkeeper. He's teaching him how to come. You have to run fast when the shopkeeper is coming. Be careful. Look out. All those things he's saying. Then, yeah, they got out. But again, the one tail mouse was still angry at him, and he was actually teasing again. Funny mouse with 5 tails, 5 tails. How it came 4 tails? Funny mouse with 5 tails, silly mouse with 5 tails. What a silly mouse you are! Then he again went. But mom, Amma, I don't want 5 tails. I want only 4 tails. Please cut away one of my tails. No, I don't want to go to school. Then the mother took it out. Father's reading it. Go to school now. Be strong. Don't listen to others. But this guy is not listening. And again, now, funny mouse with 4 tails. Silly mouse with 4 tails. Come on. What a funny mouse you are. You have to sing with me. Then the mouse went again. You guys know the story. Come on, tell me the story. The mother again took away one tail. Father is still telling him to be stronger. Jump! Don't cry. Again he's coming. Can you guys sing with me? Wait. He has to come first of all. Now how many tails are there? 3 tails. Funny mouse with 3 tails. Silly mouse with 3 tails. What a funny mouse you are. He's very angry. He's very annoyed. He's going back to his mom again. Mom, the savior. Mom, I don't want to go to school with 3 tails. Take away one of my tails. Please, Amma. She took it again. She's pulling it back, all the 2 tails inside. Okay? Okay, go. The father is saying, okay, this was a 2 tails. Let's raise him again. Come on. Funny mouse with 2 tails. Silly mouse with 2 tails. What a silly mouse you are. You guys enjoy teasing others, right? Take away one tail, Appa. Appa is really angry. He's saying, no. But the mother took away one tail. Now what do you guys say? Very good. No, he's still teasing. Look at this. It's all same only. But he's not accepting. Silly mouse with 1 tail. Funny mouse with 1 tail. What a funny mouse you are. This is really not necessary, but this guy is still mad and he wants to take away that tail also. Oh my god. And father is saying it's all safe. Why are you worried? Come, mother took it out. Mother took it out. Now father is really, oh my god, my son doesn't have any tail now. What will I do? But the mouse didn't care. He's coming, he will realize that. Zero tail, funny mouse with 0 tail, silly mouse with 0 tail. What a silly mouse you are. Now he's realizing, oh my god, I made a mistake. All 7 wishes is gone now. Now he can't do anything. Now the teacher is coming and telling, don't listen to all this nonsense. You should focus on your skills. You are good at focusing. And now he is actually telling the one mouse who's teasing, don't do all these things. Now they become friends. Hopefully. Still fighting. So what is the moral of the story? Anyone tell? What is the moral? Very good. Can you come here and tell, please? You be happy with whatever, whoever you are. Focus on who's inside. Don't listen to other comments. Right? Yes. Come, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, okay. You want to take? Tell. What do you want to tell? You should not listen to us. You should not listen to others at all. Actually, Kappa also. You should not listen to be specific. You should not listen to.
Especially for
No. You should not listen to the silly things. Okay. Be true to yourself. Accept who you are. Okay. That's all. Very good. Super. Thank you. Yay. Thank you. Okay, since we had a popular demand yesterday that Kaushalya has to dance Bharatanatyam, who was missed yesterday's dance, Kaushalya is going to do the dance. There is a simple twist there. Just watch her. Now, dance. Wait a minute.